Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. How is everybody today? It's a beautiful day here in the Philippines. It is hot. It's 9:30 in the morning. It's hot. I mean, it's hot. I was out there for about a half hour. Took my walk this morning. You have to take a walk early in the morning. It gets hot. All right, answer some questions today. Get right to it. Okay, this is coming from Steve. I'm here. Many expats are getting bored in the Philippines, and their boredom is getting to them. They find themselves sitting around all the time. Boredom will get to you here. You have to keep busy. You have to find activities to keep you busy. If you like crafts or work wood and things like that, you can find stuff to do to keep you busy. Uh, it can get boredom here. Yeah, very quick, very 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 quick. That's a problem a lot of times when you go to different countries. Mexico. I was talking to that guy that lives in Ecuador. He said the same thing. He says, "I'm bored here." He said, "I've been here 2 years. I'm bored. I think I'll go somewhere else." And that's what a lot of guys are doing now. A lot of guys are leaving here and going somewhere, maybe Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, back to the States for a while, then back here. So yes, boredom will get to you. You got to be busy doing something. You cannot sit on your butt and not do anything. I hear food. This is coming for Axie. Axie, okay, Axie. I hear food is questionable in the province. Are you having a problem getting food? I can get food. We have food. You may not get what you want. That's what it boils down to. The vegetables are limited. It always has been limited, guys. It's just 15 vegetables on the rack. It's the same. It's cabbage and no lettuce. Lettuce sometimes, maybe. You have squash. You have your ginger. You have your onion. Now no white onion or yellow onion. You got small red ones. They're out of stock. Been out of stock. The guy was shipping them from China. Didn't pay a fee, and so now there's no onion here. Anyway, no bell peppers. There's a lot of things that's not here, but you can make do what you have. You'll get tired of it. You just have to just figure out what you can do with it. You just have to work with it. Driver's license. How do you get a driver's license in the Philippines? Oh man, that's a good question. How do you get a driver's license? If you're a foreigner, actually, before you leave the States, you can get what they call international driver's license. I don't remember what it costs. 50, 60 bucks, I think. And you can drive here and many countries throughout the world on that international driver's license for a year. And then during that time, you can go get your license here. Basically, you go in and get the license. They may require you to get what they call a student license in the beginning, or it depends where you go, or they just get you a license. Just go in and get a license. You don't have to take any driving tests or anything like that. So you just go get your license and you'll get a picture ID. Where is a good place to live in the Philippines? It depends. You like beach? You like sun? You like fun? On the beach? Okay. Watch out for the storms. Okay. Inland? All right. You know what? If it was me, I would pick higher in the mountains and live up in the mountains where you can actually enjoy uh, cooler temperatures. It gets hot. Now, Baguio is some of the places really nice you can go to. But the problem is it's oversaturated. The guy's telling me it's just way oversaturated. He says it's like living back in Detroit. It's just so many people there. He's from Detroit. Good place to live. Okay. Tom, my Filipina wants me to have kids. I've had a vasectomy when I was younger. I had 2 children. But my wife now wants me to have kids. What's your advice? And do all Filipinas require you having kids? Most 99% of the time, you'll find that a lot of Filipinos will say, "I want to have a child with you." I'd say 99.9.999. If you had a vasectomy before, you can get it reversed. I don't really know the process. I don't know all the detail. There is a American back in the States now. It's a blogger. He's going through the process, getting his redone there in the States. He has insurance, so uh, and he's getting a reverse done. So, and he's been married for, I forget now, a couple years, but his wife's wanting to have a child. He has a younger wife and she's going to want a child. He said so. He went back to States. So can you have that done? Yes, you can. I'm sure you can have it done here. I don't know all the particulars about that. And yes, they're going to want to have a child or 2 children. A lot of Filipinas will, no matter what, want to have a child with a foreigner. A lot of them. All right. Are unvaccinating getting in? I'm hearing all these stories from these other vloggers, and I'm actually very confused. They're telling one day you can get in, one day you cannot get in. Are there any problems getting in for unvaccinated that you know of? Yeah, there's a lot of vloggers talking about it. I watched one yesterday. It was completely wrong. You can go on the BI website and look and see what it says, and it was wrong. That person was wrong. Yes, they're getting in, unvaccinated. You take a test, you go buy your ticket, you take a test before you get on a plane in the U.S. You arrive here, you get to take a test. They put you in quarantine for 5 days. Now, what they did with him was they put him up in a hotel. He didn't have to pay anything, not $1. He only had to pay for his food. This happened to two people I know of. Excuse me. Two people I know of actually leave. They took a test before they got on the plane because they were unvaxxed. Arrived here in the Philippines, had to take another test, no problem. Went to quarantine on the 5th day, 5 days. On the 5th morning, they took another test, and he was on his merry way. Now, one guy told me you had to have the One Health Pass. The other guy that's recently arrived said that it was not needed and not required because they didn't have him fill out anything. He's basically left the room. He said, "Can I go now?" I said, "Yeah, you can go. Bye." And so it was furnished by the government. It says, really nice place. Really nice place. So that's a story. Two different stories, two different Americans. I say research online. If you're coming in unvaxxed, try it. Mr. Rick Morse telling me about a gentleman that come in, he was blind, and he was unvaxxed. So there are situations where people are coming in unvaxxed and not having any problem at all. And then, according to some of the bloggers out there, they're telling me now, the ones that's actually telling me that are the ones that's actually here. One's in Cebu and one's somewhere else. He's eating that. Would you get that? Carry that in there. So unvaccinated are getting in, and yes, you can get in. You don't have any problem getting in, and it was easy for them to do that. Okay, so that's all I have today. I figured I'd go on and on and on, but the food is questionable. Not really. Yes, you do get bored. Driver's license is easy. Workplace, place to live. Having kids, unvaccinated, and I didn't say the names to the last 3 or 4 because they told me not to. That's fine. I won't do that. But here's something too. Expect the unexpected. It always changes here. A vlogger can post this today, and it changes tomorrow. Or you can have these what they call services that can get visas for you and everything else. They'll tell you one thing, and it changed 2 days before that guy even told you that, and they didn't check the website. Go on the Bureau of Immigration website. There was a phone number you could call, but nobody answers the phone anymore. Go on the Bureau of Immigration website. Take a look at that. Best thing to do is call the airline. They're up to the latest and greatest. Sometimes airlines can't keep up with it. Airlines may require you to take, make sure you have One Health Pass, all this, that, and other. And both guys came in on Philippine Airlines. One said he had to have One Health Pass. The other one said he did not have to have One Health Pass. It depends on the agent you go through. Also, it depends on the custom agent when you're coming into the Philippines who you go through. Because one will let you in, no worries. One will let you say, no, you got to have this, you got to have that. If you're coming on a bleak bond, you don't have to worry. You know, you got your wife with you, whatever. If you're coming on a bleak bond, no worries about that. You just come in and you can leave. You got a visa for a year, and you can do whatever you want to do and come in and out of the country multiple times with that. If you're on a tourist visa, you just exit the country, pay the exit fees, and then you come back, you got to start all over your tourist visa. If you're on SRV or 13A, you can exit the country at any time. I think it's 500 peso or something like that. I forget what it is to leave the country. When I left 13A, I think it's 500 peso, $10. Okay, so there you go. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. If you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments, and as you guys know, I'll answer them all. If I don't answer it, that means I didn't see it or I missed it, and that's the case. put it back in the comments, or send me an email. Everybody knows my email. And a lot of people are asking me that. Do you get bored? Yes, in the Philippines. So keep yourself busy. If you find yourself in this, go back to the States, go back to your country, stay there, visit there for 6 or 8 months, and then do your thing. God bless everybody, and thank you. We'll see you guys next time on Time.